What's up? By the way, that's not me in the thumbnail. So, yeah, today was one of those days where you had to work for your money. Yeah. I mean, we got paid nicely on the yellow and the Tupperware, but we'll get to that. But you just had to work. Work is patience, patience is work, working patience, patience and work, right? You had to work. Qualcomm, we were just talking about this. And I've been having this conversation with many people over the last decade. Much easier to trade stock than options. If you are restricted by the amount of money in your account and you're only trading options because of the money, it's a difficult endeavor. Because a trade like Qualcomm, which did work if you were in the stock, you needed that liquidity and that speed to trade at the open. There's no doubt it was a decent trade, but if you bought the option in that move, next thing you know, by the time you let go of the button, you got printed on the options, the stock's ripping down, you're getting stopped out of the stock, and then your option, you're buying it at $1.50. Next thing you know, it's at 65 cents. And you're down 50% on an option trade. It hits you in the gut. What do I do? What if it doesn't come back? Do I take this 50% hit right now? Meanwhile, if you're in the stock, you're like, oh, I sold some for a profit and you got stopped out of the stock and maybe you took a small loss. It's a whole different thing. But here's where I'm talking about working. Qualcomm, right? If you bought at the open and you didn't get out, it turned into a loss. But then the setup, which is what we covet, you got a faux, show, bro, ass crack, VWAP break. And it took 2 hours for it to set up. But after 2 hours, and you sat there going, all right, Qualcomm, I got beat on it earlier because I didn't take the profit. All right, here's that faux show bro moment. All right, the faux show bro creates the ass crack. The ass crack gets you over the VWAP. Next thing you know, you're good. And then you got PayPal, right? PayPal, I got lazy, right? I didn't buy options in it, but I bought the stock when it broke 65.50 earlier, thinking here comes the VWAP break. Next thing you know, I'm up. I'm thinking the VWAP break was next. Stock rolls over and dies. Took the loss. But then it's set up again, right? Next thing you know, you got capitulation under 64.50, comes back above the 64.50. That identifies the risk. I didn't buy it there, but if you tried it again when it broke 64.90, this time you got up to the 65.50, and instead of making that same mistake twice, this time you sold it when it couldn't get over the VWAP. I mean, when it held the VWAP. And then it rolled back over, and you got to do that same trade again. You had to work for your money on PayPal. But UVXY. UVXY, my friends, especially when you have some volatility in your market, you got to understand something. And I'm going to say this again one more time. Okay? You can't lose money shorting UVXY if you have patience and money. You can't. It's impossible to lose money on a stock that is not a real stock. It's a stock that's built to go down. It has to go down. There is no other stock that is absolutely 100% guaranteed to go down inevitably over an extended period of time. So let's say you shorted UVXY today because you know the third day of UVXY generally it's very hard for it to stay green 3 days in a row. It just doesn't do it too often. So today was day 3 and you're thinking, oh shit, I'm going to short this thing. Oh my God, I'm losing money. Oh, I thought it was supposed to go down today. What the hell is going on? When you're about to take that loss on UVXY, don't. Say to yourself, I'm just going to wait it out. So if you were losing money on a UVXY short today, what you do, and here's how you don't lose money. If you're going to short 1,000 shares, only short 400, because then you've got some ammunition to add to your short. Because no matter what, if you've got a little bit of a buffer zone and some patience, you cannot lose money shorting UVXY over any extended period of time. So today was day 3. You got to be looking for UVXY. And more importantly, right? What did we say this morning? This market might be in trouble, right? UVXY up 3 days in a row. If UVXY starts to roll over, the market will start to improve. Here we are. What are you doing about it? Right? If you said to yourself, today's going to be different, there's no way this market's going to come back, I was agreeing. I felt the same way. But then UVXY starts to fall and the market starts to build a base. And then the market starts to fall. And the market and then UVXY starts to fall apart and the market starts to consolidate at higher levels. And then UVXY breaks 19 and the market starts to rally. And that's how you become a successful day trader. It's not what you think's going to happen. Who cares? Thinking's overrated. What is happening is what you're supposed to be doing. Is UVXY falling? Yes. Does the market tend to rally? If it does, sure does. Are you doing something about it? You should be. Are you buying the Qs because they're breaking VWAP? You should be. Are you buying the market because the UVXY is tanking? You should be. Are you buying the indices because right now they're all going green? You should be. If UVXY goes down, it's telling you that the powers that be, the they that control the market are telling you the coast is clear. You can start buying stocks. And this day's turning out to be, you had to work. You had to work for your money on Qualcomm. You had to work for your money on PayPal. But this QQQ long trade, not much work involved here. UVXY short breaks VWAP, hasn't come back. UVXY starts to go down, market starts to rally. Let's go. Here we are. Let's go, people. What are you waiting for? PayPal finally making its move. Qualcomm finally getting up above here. Qs are up $1 now as we've been sitting here, as they went green as I sat down. This is turning into a whole new day here at 12:40 in the afternoon. You know why? Because there's so much action. This market at 12:40 in the afternoon on August 3rd, usually you'd be sitting around doing nothing. There's too much at stake now. There's too much new money, some old money. It's too much money chasing. There's too much fear. Then there's no fear. There's too much action for the market to stop moving. It's incredible. And if you sit and wait, and then wait some more, and then wait again, and then wait some more, you will be paid. You will be paid. It's inevitable if you follow the rules. Man, this market looks like shit now. Oh my God, this U.S. debt thing, blah, 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 blah. Oh, UVXY is going down? I guess we're not, I guess nobody cares. That's as simple as it gets, right? Whatever your fear was this morning, your fear goes out the window when UVXY starts to tank. UVXY is telling you there's nothing to be afraid of. If UVXY was over $20 today, you should be shit as sure afraid of the market. But it's not. And it did break down. And everything that we've learned, right? Right? The media-driven sell-off usually is a bullshit sell-off. And here it is again, showing how strong this market is. I thought this market would have some trouble today. But then UVXY started to fall. And there goes thinking. I ain't thinking. I'm doing. I'm not thinking. Do it. GNS 91. Let's go. Qualcomm 118. How you doing? GNS. These guys are buying penny stocks. You guys are out of your mind, by the way, trading penny stocks. GNS. Come on. What are you doing? SOXL is going green. You got to be in this thing. 25s, 2550s. Come on, people. By the way, portfolio, back to day trading, portfolio, day trading. Crush UVXY. This should not be just a part of what you're doing today. You need to be crushing UVXY. You got to be shorting this thing at 1950, adding at 19. Crush this thing. No fear. PayPal, Qs, come on, Qualcomm, semis, Soxel, Qs. Let's go. This whole day just became a brand new day when UVXY broke 19. 19. 19. What's up? By the way, if you don't have access, make sure you're with us tonight. Make sure you're with me tonight. Make your decisions for Christ. Have you made your decision for Christ? Man doesn't walk on the lot lest he wants to buy. So we learned a few valuable lessons over the last couple of days since I've been back. Trade stocks over options. Learn how to trade the options whilst you're learning how to trade the stock, but trade stock first. Then you trade the options. And if you're in that situation where you can only trade options, don't trade until you're 100% sure you know exactly what you're doing, because you'll take a winning trade and we're making money on the stock and then you're losing on the option trade. I understand the frustration because I was in that same situation at one point. Anyway, if you haven't emailed me, email me. I'll get it out tonight. KennyGlick@AOL.com. Exactly. And right now, because volatility is compressing, the options yesterday and this morning we're actually overpriced. So now you've got some stocks that are moving up and the options aren't even moving at all, right? Because you've overpaid for them. Like UVXY. Like I didn't even think about buying an 1850 put. I'm sure I could have, but just short the stock. Here, so I mean, when I shorted the UVXY at 19 bucks, the $19 puts, let me see what they were. So I shorted the stock. Well, I mean, obviously this is a good trade because, it's 75 cents later. $19 puts. Let me see what price they were. Kind of hard to line them up together. So 19 at 11:16 this morning, I shorted UVXY at 19. Okay. Let's see what the options cost at 11:16. $19 puts at 11:16. $19 puts at 11:16. I mean, obviously, you would have made money. 76 cents. So you would have paid 78 cents. And now they're $1.12. So if you bought, hey, yeah, nothing wrong with that, but you got a pretty damn good move. I'd rather just short the stock. And by the way, if you are out there watching me right now, do not cover all of this UVXY. We got 18s coming. Do not get out of anything right now. We have trapped the shorts on the wrong side of the market for the billionth time, and they're going to pay up. Stupid shorts. Like I keep telling you, I've been a victim to this type of market my whole life. I will never be a victim again with me overthinking. Well, this market's definitely going down. No, it's not. It's going to trap those people and it's going to crush them and they're going to get destroyed on their short positions, and then it's going to roll over. Don't forget what Carvana has done. Carvana represents the entire market. Every time you think Carvana is going down, good luck shorting it. You're going to lose. And you're going to lose trying to short this market. Yesterday was not a good day to be shorting. If you shorted, there was one or two decent entry. Other than that, it was a grindy, annoying type of day. Today you came in, right? You said, all right, let's see what happens. Holy shit, we just held support. 371, 371.65 through 372.20, very significant area on the Qs. Next thing you know, volatility index starts to move down. Next thing you know, you start to see the breathing improving. Next thing you know, the green starts to spread. And next thing you know, this market's rallying and you need to be in stocks. Right? I mean, this is the kind of day that separates the good trader from the losing trader. Because the good trader right here, I understand that the market will do whatever the fudge it wants, regardless of what I think or what anybody thinks or what the TV's telling me, or God forbid you're actually on a message board or stock twits or YouTube or some crazy guru like me on YouTube telling you what to do, that he thinks he knows what's about to happen. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. You have an inkling, and you better let it get validated by the VWAP. Because these are the days that I would get fucking hammered on. Because I came in thinking, ooh, baby, if this market rolls over, I'm going to be getting short those Qs. They're going to tank down to 367.50. I'm already planning, my next vacation on my QQQ short trade. And next thing you know, we're long the Qs. And if you're not buying Hood, right? Now you see why it's so much easier to trade. We sold Hood at 12.50, right? I still think the stock's going higher, but they were reporting earnings. I don't want to own stocks going into reports. Sold. Come in today. Ooh, Hood's all the way down under $11.20. Now I could buy it back. And I could trade it with some size now. And I could buy 11.50 calls. And I could trade it without having to be worried about my position, my long-term hold, because I want to know the story. I don't give a shit about the story. Hood. You know the story? They're a garbage app on your phone to buy stocks on that may or may not be around in 2 to 3 years. But you know what? Day trading, everybody's still doing it. It's a popular stock. Chances are you're going to find some buyers on dips. And if that wasn't, again, I came in looking to buy Hood on the dip. If it wouldn't have broke over 11.30, I wouldn't be in it. And by the way, the story stock. You want to know my story stock? Here's my story. Mob. Mobile something something. Yeah, I should know the whole story, right? The story. So Mob. You guys know about Mob? Right? The story. I'll give you the story here. Mob. I'll give you the website. Wait, Mobilecom drones. Okay? Here. So I bought the story because I think that the next war will be fought with drones and robots. I don't even think we'll have troops anymore eventually. So I bought the stock, Mobilecom, right? The story. They have drones. They do security. They're based out of, I think, Israel. I like that. I've had decent results with Israeli companies. I believe this is one's out of Israel as well. Hold on a second. Let me make sure. The company. Let's learn about the company, right? Like we give a shit. I bought the stock because it broke 2 the other day, and then it went to 250, and I got very excited. Where are they? Look, oh man, Steven Sephardi. He's VP of sales. You love this guy. You got Yossi Siegel. He's the VP and co-founder. Oren Elikaman. Come on. Let's know the story here. I don't give a shit. Right? The story never works out for me. That's why I don't give a shit about the story. Give a shit about the story. Tell me where the stock is going. What's it doing? Where you think it's going to be? Where's your price target? Where's it been? If it breaks this price, it probably gets here. If it doesn't break here, I'm selling it there. There's your story. I don't need a story. Every time I buy a story, I get Penson. I buy a story, I get Enron. I buy a story, I get Walter Energy. I buy a story, I get Leapfrog. You need me to go on? But here's a story for you. I'll tell you the story. Once upon a time, I had an account with $50,000 in it, and it's just sitting over there doing nothing. Once upon a time, I gave that account to somebody who thought they knew how to trade, and they lost money. I don't know how, but that person's no longer there. So I've got an account sitting right there with nothing going on. Why don't you just take that money and short UVXY with it for a living? You know you can make a living shorting UVXY? Here's a story for you. How about you just sit here and wait for stocks that reported earnings to break VWAP? There's a story for you. You think you could do that? It's not a difficult story. The story. You know who buys the story? Penny stock traders. And how does that work out? Because every penny stock, every pump and dump has a great story. That's why the story doesn't mean anything to me. I was a stockbroker. We had the greatest stories ever. And every single story was bullshit. Hey, Mr. Jones. Yeah. Yeah, how are you? Ken Glick from blah, blah, blah International. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, great. Yeah. My dad owns the firm. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, good to hear from you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got the email, right? Oh, wait, we didn't have emails back in 1992. Or did we? I forgot. Yeah, hi, Kenny Glick. Yeah, how are you? Yeah, I called you 3 weeks ago with XYZ stock. Yeah, you should have bought it. That's up 85%. Here's my next idea. You want to hear the story? It's fantastic. Yeah, it's a software company. Yeah. It's called Microbloft. Yes. No, not Microsoft, Microbloft. It's going to be the next Microsoft. That's right. Microbloft. You don't like that story? I got another story for you. Intel. No, Intile. No, I didn't say Intel. Intile. Yeah, it's a tile company. They make ceramic tiles. They import, export tiles. True story. I actually did pitch a stock called Intile. Intile, yeah. Ceramic tile. They import and export. Yes. Heat resistant tiles for military and civilian applications. Mr. Jones, I got something exciting for you. The stock's trading at 23 cents. Yes, 23 whole cents, right? I know what you're thinking right there. But listen, Mr. Jones, before you hang up on me, I know you don't like penny stocks, but isn't it easier for a 23-cent stock to go up 23 cents? Just a measly 23%, 23 cents, and you'll make 100% on your money than a $23 stock going up 23 points? That's absolutely incorrect, but we used to use that line. That's right. This stock could go to $15. So if you put in $2,000, you can make $150,000 on a $2,200 investment, Mr. Jones. Yeah. Now you're interested, right? Yeah. By the way, I've been meaning to tell you this. There's no chance in hell the stock's ever going to go up. So as soon as you send me the $2,300, you can consider it gone. Hello? Hello? That's the story. Fucking story. By the time you know the story, the trade's over. Thought I knew what I was talking about when I bought Leapfrog, right? Yeah. By the way, I thought I knew the story on these weed stocks. By the way, the weed stocks finally came off the ground. It's about time. But holy shitballs, the story was this market had no chance in hell to go up today, right? Right? We all thought it. Come on, admit it. Admit it. You thought today would be a down day. Right? I know it's not over, but you didn't think this market had any chance of rallying. Admit it. And then there it was. All right, I got to go. I got to take a nap. So I'll see you guys after sushi tonight. We'll talk about the stories. We'll laugh. We'll cry. We'll talk about, I'll show you where all my terrible exits were on my long trades today. And, but I'll tell you one thing. Rig. How you doing? Did you buy the dip on Rig? You know what the story is there? Transocean. You know who's buying it? I'll give you the story tonight. I'll let you know who's buying Rig. I'll tell you the whole story about it. In case nobody else tells me today. Sofa King, I love you. Sofa King. So fucking tired right now. I'm delirious. But here's the story. Rig. Every dip's a buy. Late day buying. You know what that tells you? Institutions. You want to know what institution is buying Rig? You better be here tomorrow. I'll tell you the whole story. I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you stories of I'll tell you stories of the future. And I will read aloud a book of 1,000-year-old erotic stories as we drink grain alcohol and fire dance in my backyard. All right? Because that's what I have planned tonight. Grain alcohol, fire dancing, and tales of erotic 1,000-year-old stories from medieval times. Join us. And option trades, too. Oh, you know what the story is? The story is Cybercock. Remember that one? Check out CYH and you'll understand what I'm saying. Yeah, that's right. Remember that one? CYH? Yeah. Oh, you love it. Sup, yo? You coming tonight? Be there. All right. I really need to eat and go take a nap. Just, yeah. No rules today. I might even tell the alligator on the bus joke. That's right. That's how we're going nuts tonight. You have a great day. Have a great day. I'll see you guys tonight. Don't forget. Peace. What time tonight? Like 9, 9:15, maybe 9:30. It's gonna be a late night. I got people coming over. Sushi night, sushi birthday night. I'll save you some tuna rolls or whatever. All right. Now I know you want. I want to say one more thing about this rig. I'm rooting against you. You want one more dip under 850. Bring me some 850s tomorrow. By the way, CDLX still rocking. Anyway, there's just so much going on. You guys, man, I know you're out there. Unite the clans. Let's go. I'll see you guys in the room. Peace.